Hey guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to be continuing on with the Jaclyn Hill Vault Collection series that I've been doing. The last video that I did was on the Ring the Alarm palette, and then the one before that I did on the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I personally had really good luck with both of those palettes. There was one shade in particular in the first video in the Armed and Gorgeous that didn't work very well for me. It was the shade called Smooth Criminal, but other than that, I've had really good luck with these palettes. And I know there's a lot of varying opinions on these palettes out there, but for me personally, I've really enjoyed playing with them. So today I think I'm going to tackle the one that I am most scared of, the one that I said in that first video that if I were to buy these all individually, I would not purchase this one probably. And as you could probably guess, it is Dark Magic. This one is just kind of scary to me. There's a lot of dark shades happening here, and the silver shade here, which I think I am going to try and use today. That's just not a shade that I typically use on my eyes. Back in like 2004, I was all about silver eyeshadow. I feel like everybody was all about silver eyeshadow back in 2004, but it really hasn't been a thing for quite a while now. So I don't know, I figured because I do have this palette since I did buy the bundle, I might as well go ahead and throw it back to 2004 and use the silver shade. Of course, we are going to play with a lot of the other shades, and I will give you the tea on what I think about them all. So yeah, I think without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So as usual, here I am just priming my eyes with my Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I did exfoliate my eyelids today actually, so we'll see if that makes a difference. I mentioned in the last video I did with Ring the Alarm that I didn't feel the shadows and the primer were working very well on this eye in particular, so I exfoliated just like kind of like from my crease upwards today a little bit, so we'll see if that helps. I don't know. Just like I did in the other videos, I am going to go ahead and set my primer with the shade Poof. So now to start building up the crease, and I think I'm going to go in with the shade Potion here, and I think I'm going to do a halo eye for this look, so I'm going to take this color all the way from the inner corner all the way to the outer corner. How different that looks. Look how much more defined this is than this, and I've been doing pretty much the same thing on either side, so that's really strange. What is going on here? This side is not blending out, and it does not look like flaky like it did the other day, so I think the exfoliating helped. So I'm quite confused. Like, that just looks super blended. That does not. That's really weird. Alright, I feel like I've been blending this eye forever and it's really not doing anything different. So I think to try and remedy this situation here, I'm going to try and add a little bit more into my crease to try and make it look more similar to this eye. Alright, so here is this eye now. I think it looks pretty similar to this eye, so I'm not too mad at that. But I am going to go back in with the Poof shade here too and kind of diffuse the edges around the outside of my eye a little bit. Was Potion the shade that everyone was having trouble with? I don't remember if it was this green or the green from the Armed and Gorgeous palette that people were having issues with. It very might well be this one, but the one from the other palette was not very green at all, and this one here I feel is a lot more green here on my eyes, even though in a swatch I feel like it was swapped, like the other one was more green. So just an observation. Alright, so that looks much better blended out here. Next I'm going to take the shade Busted here with a smaller crease brush and just kind of mimic what I did with the green. And I am going to bring this shade in on my inner corner and then pull it in also on the outer corner. So here is the blue all blended out, and I think it looks nice. It just took a really long time to get there. So I feel like this shade, and maybe just this palette in particular, is not as blendable as some of the other shades from some of the other palettes, which is unfortunate. But I do think it looks nice. It just took me way longer than I anticipated to blend this all out. This side, there's still like a little bit of a harsh line. Maybe if I work at it a little bit more, it'll get better, but it's not like unworkable, I don't feel. It just takes a lot longer to get something that you're gonna be happy with. Next, I'm gonna move on to the shade Trickery here, and I'm gonna put this on the outside and on the inside of my lid. And of course, I'm using my favorite foiled eyeshadow brush. This is the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. It's phenomenal. I've used it in my other 2 videos as well, and it just works really, really well with any foiled eyeshadow. I'm going to take a tiny little bit on the very tip of my brush and kind of connect it just right at the top. So now we're going to go for it. We're just going to go ahead and put the shade Power Cut, the silver, just right in the middle, and I am going to use the brush first, and if that doesn't work, then I'll go in with my finger. Now I'm going to go back in with Trickery to try and soften these edges a little bit. Really happy with the way that this is turning out. The silver eyeshadow kind of scared me a little bit, but I think because of the way that I used it, it looks really awesome. So now I'm going to go ahead and throw on some kohl liner, and then we'll work on the lower lash line. Start off my lower lash line, I'm going to go through with some of the Potion, then I'm going to go closest to my lash line with some of the Busted shade. And then to bump up the lash line a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of Trickery as well. I'm going to go back into the Armed and Gorgeous palette, and I'm going to use the shade VIP in my inner corner and along my brow bone, and just like I did in the other 2 videos, I am going to blend out my brow bone with a little bit of the Poop shade. Last step for the eyeshadow, I'm going back in with the Dark Magic palette, and I'm going to use the shade Temptress to set my eyeliner, and then I will also put on a coat of mascara. So here is the completed look, and you guys, I am loving this. Yes, this palette was quite a bit harder to blend out than the other palettes that I've tried so far, but I think we got there. I think we got an awesome look. I think this is beautiful. Definitely not that wearable. I'm not going to go pick my son up from school wearing this kind of makeup. I don't really have anywhere to wear this kind of makeup, but it's so pretty. You might be seeing something like this on my channel again, because really that's the only kind of place that I can wear this kind of makeup. I do of course wish this palette blended out a little bit easier, at least the particular shades that I used. So knowing that, I don't know that I'll reach for those shades that often, but if I have the time, you know, this look is just awesome. It's so cool. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Do I have anything bad to say about this palette? Yes, I guess, just because of the blendability, but you can work with it. Just give it a little bit of time and you can create something absolutely stunning. No, you know, if you're going out to a fancy party or something, no one's going to have this kind of look. It's super cool. And I am not a makeup artist. You know, this I'm just kind of doing on the fly. I am not a professional. So this is, you know, it looks maybe like it's a little bit complicated, but it's really not. It's pretty easy to do and it just looks so awesome. Oh, and in case you're wondering what my lip color is today, I am wearing Aquarius from ColourPop. I think that's everything then for today. Be on the lookout for the last palette review, the Bling Boss palette that will be coming sometime in the next week or so, maybe 4 or 5 days-ish. So be sure you are subscribed to my channel and you have the notification bell turned on so you don't miss when that one goes live. Also, we can connect on Instagram. I will have that linked down below. Thank you so much for watching today. Let me know if you have tried this palette, if you're interested in trying this palette, and what your thoughts and what your feelings are on it. I'd love to hear it. And thank you again so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!